Welcome back to the Critical Cinema Club. I'm Colm.
I'm Sean. I've created a game. This might be the best thing we've ever done, or it might be utter bollocks. But let's go with it being good. So it's called Sean and Colm Civil War. We all remember the Civil War movie right from the MCU. In that film, you had the heroes of the MCU facing off against each other at Berlin Airport, and it was just a bit of fun. You know, some matchups, some fights that you wouldn't normally expect to see, because obviously it's the goodies fighting the goodies. I've gone for a similar sort of thing here, because we often talk about, well, what if that character fought that character? We're not just talking about the MCU here, we're talking about all sorts of different characters, what would happen. So that's the basis of this game. So what we've got is, I've described it as almost Survivor Series meets chess. I've got a hat here, but what we're going to do is me and Colm are going to both pick 8 characters out of the hat. What they're going to do is they're going to fight at Berlin Airport, just like in the movie.
Not at East Midlands Airport.
No. It's going to be a one-on-one fight, so Colm will put forward a character, I'll put forward a character, we'll discuss how that fight will go, and then the winner advances to the next round, and then eventually we've got a winner. A bit like in chess.
Could be some arguments here.
Definitely going to get some nerd rage here, because we're definitely going to come up with some conclusions that people will not agree with. You know, feel free in the comments to correct us, or, you know, genuinely interested to hear, because I'm not an expert in all these characters, they're just characters that I enjoy. We'll see what you all think. The match, the fights are over when an opponent is either incapacitated or killed.
Okay.
It is a fight to the death. These characters are movie versions, so some characters you'll come up and you might think of the cartoon. No, these are all movie versions.
The movie versions, right.
So unless it's stated on the card, you can pluck your character from any scene from any movie that they appear in. So,
or they can pluck off.
Yes, that's right. You know, when you think about these types of, you know, like battle movies, where like
bowel movements.
Bowel movements. Well, some of them are bowel movements. Some of these movies, but you know, movies where there's like a big battle.
Yeah.
And you always have like a game changer, I call it. So someone or something enters the battle and it changes the tide. So think of the Rohan in
yes.
Lord of the Rings. Where they enter the battle and it turns the tide, and Aragorn comes with the ghosts, doesn't he? And things change.
Yeah, the get out of jail free card.
Kind of, yeah. And you've got like Infinity War, Thor comes in and he's a game changer because he arrives and, oh, you're in trouble now. So you see this a lot in these movies, and we're going to do something similar here. So if one of us will eventually get down to 2 characters left, we can pick out one last character, hope it's a game changer. It might not be. Colm, would you like to pick a character out of the bag first?
I'll put my hand in this bag. Let's see what I can... Right, here we go.
So who's your first pick?
My first pick is Optimus Prime.
My name is Optimus Prime.
That's a good first start.
Yeah.
Because some of these characters, like Optimus, are going to be really powerful characters, some aren't. Right, my first pick. Agent Smith.
I hate this place.
And this is Agent Smith with duplicating powers and flight. So if my Agent Smith beats your character, he can duplicate himself onto that character, and I can have him over on my team.
So I've got to pick another one now, have I?
You pick another one.
Okay, so my next one, the Incredible Hulk.
You've got a good little team shaping up there. Oh, hey up. Megatron. That's worked out really well, because there's over 40 characters in this bag. We're only picking out 8 each, so it wasn't a given that they'd meet.
Wolverine.
Megatron is voiced by Agent Smith. Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, it
What
is, yeah.
a coincidence that is. My third one. The Flash. Okay.
If that's the movie Flash, then he's definitely going down.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Ezra Miller version, anything's possible.
Mr. Bean. What's he gonna do? I don't know.
I was hoping you'd pick him as a game changer.
Game changer. What's he gonna do? Bore him to death?
Well, just imagine, like, you know, in Infinity War, where like you heard the crackle of thunder and
turns up in his little mini.
Yeah. Everyone looks. So who's going to come change this game? And you just hear this burn. Well, what a team you've got shaping up there. Right, my fourth character now is General Zod.
Ooh, so the Superman equivalent.
Yes.
There we go. Magneto.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, Megatron's going down.
Yeah.
A new tomorrow that starts today.
Right, my fifth one. Oh, Sloth from the Goonies.
We're in deep shit now, Francis.
Great.
I love you, Chunk. Oh, yes. Predator.
Just when I thought Mr. Bean was your most overpowered character, in comes Predator.
One ugly motherfucker.
Terminator.
Whoa.
In brackets, Arnold.
Hasta la vista, baby.
The reason I did that is because I was going to put T800, but then I thought, oh, didn't they call them T101 as well? But it turns out there's some debate online as to what that means, so I've just put Arnold in brackets to me.
I've got Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Nice. T1000.
You're joking.
I've got Terminator Dream Team going on.
You
over
have. I'm not happy about this.
here. This is your last one, I think.
Tony Montana, fully coked up with heavy weapons.
Say hello to my little friend!
Do you know when, obviously it's not in the movie, but did you ever see the Scarface game?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had that, and he went into like a rage mode, where if he got angry enough, he was just impervious to damage.
It's a little bit like Trevor Phillips in
yeah,
GTA 5.
Very similar concept, yeah. Okay, John Wick.
I'm going down.
You're going down to Chinatown.
So I guess you have a choice. You want a war?
Right, so what we're going to do now, we've got a dice. Whoever rolls the highest roll is the person who can go second. So what we're both going to do is both put someone forward to fight in this first round. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you want the advantage of seeing who your opponent's picked, because you might decide, well, I've got someone here who can take that character, or it might be opportunities to get rid of someone weak. I'm hoping Agent Smith can take on Mr. Bean, because I want an Agent Bean.
I wish it was Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Then he would definitely die.
Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Right, I'll roll first. Three.
3.
Not good.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, this is a 12-sided die, so
Yes, it is a 12.
the chances are not good.
10.
Nice. So, you probably want to see who I'm going to put forward first.
Yes.
I'm going to sacrifice Sloth from the Goonies.
I'm going to put Mr. Bean up against Sloth.
Who do you think's going to win that?
Obviously Slothish, just because I don't care about Mr. Bean. Just get rid of the dead wood.
I just like imagine this scenario where everything he's ever in, he just causes havoc. I just want him to like accidentally knock into some scaffolding that just drops something heavy on him or something like that.
Okay, so how's this going down then?
I don't know, I actually think they'd probably get on. It hurts me a little bit to imagine them fighting. I think Sloth gives Mr. Bean a really big cuddle at the end of the movie.
I think Mr. Bean, he doesn't like anybody really, does he? He's just, like you say, he's really clumsy, but he doesn't like getting on with it. If he feels that he needs to win something, he's going to go for it.
Well, I've thought of a scenario, right? Sloth takes Teddy for himself, and then Mr. Bean gets really angry about that.
Yeah. And there's a scenario where Sloth's in bed with Teddy, and Mr. Bean's like crawling through the window. He tries to grab hold of Teddy, and Sloth's rolling over, and he traps his arm. And Mr. Bean tries to pull his arm out, his arm comes off. I'm just bigging up your character.
Thank you. I think a one-armed Sloth still beats Mr. Bean.
No, I meant Mr. Bean loses an arm.
Oh, Mr. Bean loses an arm.
Sloth crushes his arm. Ow.
Are we saying Sloth is going to win this round?
I think Sloth's going to win this one.
Unfortunately, then, Sloth goes to the second round.
Yeah. See, my tactic was to get rid of Bean first, so that I can go guns blazing.
Okay, so do you want to roll this time?
8.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh. 5. Right, so I've got to pick first again, have I?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with John Wick.
Right. I think I'm going to go with Tony Montana.
Oh, that's a good matchup. Fully coked up.
Fully coked up with heavy weapons.
What are your thoughts then? What happens here?
I think John Wick
He's very cerebral, isn't he?
He is, but his days are going to be numbered at some point. He's got to get to a point where he can't keep winning. And Tony loses at the end of Scarface. But he loses in a badass way.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking John Wick is hunting him down. He's going through all of Tony's cronies in his mansion and stuff.
Oh, and he's like the big boss.
He's like the big boss at the end.
That makes sense.
And John Wick, kicks the door in, jumps through the door, and Tony Montana just gets out the 2 Uzis. He's like, and John Wick's just like jumping around the room, and
because then surely Tony's going to get the big gun out and say hello to my little friend. He's got to say the line.
He says hello to my little friend. I think it's got to be Tony Montana who's going to blow John Wick. John Wick will probably get a few kicks in there, or stab Tony in the arm or something.
Do you know what? This could be a roll of the dice situation.
I think it could be.
I think you put a good case forward for Tony there, especially if he's coked up with
He's proper on it as well. His eyes are blood red.
And if we're imagining John's been through hell, this is the end of the movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's roll the dice on it then. Whoever gets the highest wins.
I'll roll first then, shall I? 9.
Oh, wow, okay. Also a 9.
Oh, we both got a 9 there.
Maybe there's a situation where they just both die.
Here we go. 4. I think this is going to be a wiki woo.
11.
John Wick wins.
That's good. I'm happy with that. Because can you imagine if Tony beat John Wick? You'd get some really pissed off people in the comments there, wouldn't you? Right.
I'll go first for this next round. Round 3. 10.
Oh. You're winning these. There's nothing
It doesn't matter, does it? It's not out.
4.
Right.
Right, who am I going to put forward this time? This is the thing, I don't want to put any metal characters forward.
Most of your characters are metal.
Yeah, because I've got Terminator, I've got Megatron, T-1000. You're just going to wipe the floor with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is the strategy part of the game now.
Yeah.
So...
It's my ace up my sleeve.
Yeah, I'm going to put forward General Zod, I think.
I'm going to have to go with Wonder Woman then.
Oh, that's a really intriguing matchup.
Yeah. It depends which version of Zod we're talking about. Are we talking about the Michael Shannon version, or are we talking about the Terrence Stamp version?
I'm going to choose Michael Shannon version. I feel like...
I feel you made the wrong choice here.
Do you?
Yes.
Because, in Superman 2, I suppose it was limited by the special effects of its day, but what does he actually do in that film?
Well, he goes into the White House and starts, snapping guns and throwing people and stuff.
Yeah,
And he takes over that town in Houston.
But I think in Man of Steel...
Houston.
in Man of Steel, he's basically got Superman's powers, more or less, hasn't he?
He's a little bit behind him, though.
Yeah, he's not as powerful, so this is a 50-50, I think, because Wonder Woman's also not. She's got some Superman-like powers.
She's as strong as Superman, or maybe not as strong as Superman, but she's got superhuman strength.
Yeah.
She's got superhuman speed.
Well, I think in Justice League...
And she's got that rope, hasn't she? The
lasso
of truth. And she's got an invisible plane, apparently.
Although it's not in the movie, is it? So
I don't know. I've only seen the first film.
No, so she wouldn't have that in this scenario. But
right, okay.
In Justice League, when they bring Superman back from the dead, he sort of turns on the Justice League because he's confused and he thinks they're enemy. So I think Wonder Woman's the only one who gives them some fight back, but he ultimately does. I
think she'll outsmart him. I think Wonder Woman isn't just somebody who's just going to go all guns blazing and kicking doors in and stuff. I think she'll use her brain.
Whereas Zod,
he's a strategist.
Yes, this is tough.
It is tough.
I sort of want to lean a little bit towards Wonder Woman. If they were to fight 10 times, I think Wonder Woman would win 6 times.
Yeah.
That's how close it is for me.
I think you're right. So
I think you should take the win.
I think it will be Wonder Woman. So it's now 2-1. Wonder Woman.
So yeah. Right, I'm going to roll this time.
Yeah. 11.
I'm feeling good about this. 9.
Okay.
So who's your champion? Who are you putting forward?
I'm going to have to go with Optimus Amazon Prime.
Ooh, well, there's only really one person I can put forward.
I was hoping you would do.
Yeah, well, from a strategic point of view, this is a good opportunity to use a metal character, of course,
yes,
because you're not using Magneto. That's a one-sided fight. So I've got to go with Megatron.
Yes. Optimus Prime wins that hands down.
I don't think so.
Oh, he does. He always does, doesn't he? What does Megatron do? He turns into a gun.
Well, bear in mind this is the movie version.
Oh, what does he turn into in the movie?
Depends which movie. If we're going to go, I'm going to go with the first Transformers film from 2007. He turns into
This
like
is the only one
a.
I've watched.
Yeah, you've not watched others.
No.
They're okay.
I think I watched the second one and thought I can't watch any more of this.
Well, I mean, I grew up watching Transformers. In Transformers 1, they have a fight at the end of the film.
Yeah.
And Megatron is just about to beat Optimus Prime, but he has had help. So I think this is a roll of the dice.
I think it is as well.
I think classically, I mean, if we are going to talk about them as characters in general, I think they've always been toe-to-toe. In the cartoons, I think Optimus always seemed to have the edge, but in the movie, I'm not sure.
I think you've got more knowledge on the characters than I have, so you've got the edge by knowing more about who would win. If it's a fight between Captain Kirk and Captain Picard,
Yes.
definitely Kirk.
Well, depends.
That was a roll of the dice.
Yeah, that would be a roll. You've really given that good roll there.
8. Ooh.
It's like the more you sort of shake in your hands, like the higher number you're going to get. There's always that.
Yeah.
That hope. 12.
Megatron wins.
Goodbye, Optimus. Did you see you wouldn't have seen it, would you? The Transformers cartoon movie.
I did see that.
You could have. Well, we could have chosen those characters actually.
Yeah.
Good movies, but he dies in that.
that,
But he just
yeah.
turns grey and just leans his head to one side and spills the matrix of leadership.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that right now.
Is that when everybody's sat around his bed and they're all crying?
That's when the brand new toys that they want to sell, the new heroes of the movies, after they've killed off all the existing toys. Okay.
Right, it's your roll this time, isn't it? So
12.
Oh god,
Not
beating that.
This is not looking good for
It's not
you.
looking good. 4.
Who are you going to put forward?
I'm gonna have to put Hulk in,
Hulk. Okay.
my champion.
Again, I'm thinking, is this a good opportunity to use a metal character? But I'm not sure these Terminators would beat the Hulk. I'm going to go with the Flash.
Ah, see, I think the Hulk would win this. I think the Hulk's too strong for Flash. Don't matter how fast he is. I think the Hulk is too aggressive. He's too strong. He'll figure out how to beat him by like smashing big holes in the ground and stuff, and the Flash will fall down it. And
The problem is, I don't think any of these characters could beat the Hulk.
No.
I mean, the T-1000 maybe, but I've messed up. I've put it forward now.
I think it's the Hulk.
I should have thought this through. I think
should
you're
have.
right. Yeah.
You should have.
Goodbye, Ezra.
Yeah, goodbye, Ezra.
Back to wherever you go now.
Yeah. Right, my roll.
6.
6.
Still not good.
No. 12.
Not as good as my 12.
No.
Okay, so you're putting forward now.
Gonna have to go with Predator.
So the temptation is obviously to put Arnold forward here, but I'm not gonna because I think Predator would win that.
Yeah.
But the person I don't think he'll beat is the T-1000.
Ah, see, that's a good matchup, you see. I think the Predator could take the T-1000. Predator's going to have enough tools in his arsenal to take the T-1000. I don't think it's an easy win for T-1000, this.
But I believe T-1000 takes it. So if you think... so let's imagine this scenario. Predator's up in the trees, he's invisible. He's got his heat vision on.
Yeah.
Do we think the T-1000 emits any heat at this point if he's hiding in plain sight as a tree or something?
I think there is...
Can he even find him?
I think there's a filter that Predator can use to pick up metallic objects.
So you're gonna go with Predator 2 Predator though.
Predator 2
Because
Predator.
I don't think Predator in Predator 1 has that function.
No, but Predator 2 does.
He does. He could probably find him then, yeah. So he uses his blaster on him. Now, is that blaster enough to melt into him, to melt away that steel? Oh, well, it's not steel, is it? But that liquid metal. Could he damage him enough? Bearing in mind, you've got to incapacitate him or kill him.
You've pretty much just got to throw him into like a molten lead.
But we are at Berlin Airport now, so there are no trees or anything. You've only got the airport ground.
See, we haven't really put that in factoring the Berlin Airport in, have we?
Not really, but I don't think it's really mattered until now.
No, it hasn't. But I mean, he could easily put the T-1000 into a jet engine, but I'm not sure the jet engine would suffice for heat.
Well, it depends. There's certain conspiracy theorists that believe it can melt steel.
Yeah, those people are usually locked up safe and sound in their padded cell by 7 o'clock.
Yes, they are. I'm strongly favouring T-1000. I think he takes it because eventually it'll come down to a fist fight. And
Yeah.
he just stabs him up.
I think the T1000 would just take it then.
You look a bit disappointed.
I am, because I've only got 2 and you've got 4 now.
Well, now you can have your game changer. You're down to your last 2.
I'm down to my last 2.
So you can pick one more character out of the bag to come in and sweep to save the day.
Right, here we go. There's only one character I want. Oh!
Who you got?
Thor.
Oh, wow, okay.
No, he is a game changer.
Let's roll the dice. You're looking very happy right now.
Very smug.
And I've got 2. Oh, the tide has indeed. And it's funny because Thor was one of the examples.
Yes, he was. Oh, I only just beat you 4.
Okay.
4 for Thor.
So I'm going to put forward a character now. I'm going to go with Agent Smith.
See, I think Agent Smith wouldn't stand a chance against Thor.
This is the problem, isn't it? Because although Agent Smith can fly, he's not impervious to damage. He's a bit like Neo.
No, he's not.
So
and obviously Thor's got the Milner or the other one. What's the other one called?
Stormbreaker.
I was going to call it Ian, but but he's got Stormbreaker Ian, and either way, he can use the lightning. I think he would just lightning.
Yeah. I think if this was a film, it would be quite a good battle.
Yeah.
You know, because I could see Agent Smith, because he's quite quick, isn't he?
He is. Thor's a god.
Thor is a god.
I'm heavily favouring Thor on this one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still hanging on to my dream of assimilating Agent Bean, but that's not today.
Maybe that's in the next round.
Maybe. So, there's no point using the dice this time because I've only got one character left in this round.
And I've got one character that I know is definitely going to win this next round.
So, I've obviously got now to put forward Arnold Terminator.
And I'm put forward Magneto.
Right, on to the next round.
Yeah. There's no argument there.
There's no argument.
What do I do with Wolverine? Does he just get a buy?
He gets a buy into your next
buy
round.
into the next round. So it's 4 all.
4 all?
No, I've got 5.
Oh.
Round 2. Fight!
When we first started this game and I got a couple of wins on the trot, I thought this was going to be an easy victory, but yeah. I'm not feeling very good about it at the minute.
Right, so I'm going to roll a 7. It's not a great roll, but yeah.
2.
2.
It's better than 2.
Right.
I'm going to put forward Sloth from the Goonies.
Well, I'm putting forward Wolverine because he didn't get around last time, so I think the Wolverine wins that.
Maybe Wolverine takes pity on him?
No!
Go f*** yourself.
Wolverine doesn't take pity on him.
He might think he's a mutant, because when he sees him, he might be, oh my god.
Might think he's Sabretooth from
Oh god, yeah. It's a very one-sided affair. Imagine that poor Sloth dying. He just in a pool of his own blood. You should have seen it coming, bub.
Roll out. We roll.
Let's roll out.
Roll out.
10.
Oh, that's looking good. 11.
Jesus. I'm just looking at who you've got, who I've got.
And I ain't got Jesus in mind.
I'm looking at John Wick. John Wick doesn't beat anybody in your stack now, so I might as well get him out of the way.
Right. Who's going to hurt him the least?
I think Magneto would probably be a good choice for you to put forward at this point.
No, I'm putting the Hulk in there.
God's sake.
Hulk versus John Wick.
I mean, it's not even close.
It's not even close. No, I think Hulk takes it.
Oh, he absolutely smashes him to pieces, doesn't he? Goodbye, John.
Puny assassin.
He'd be shooting at him, wouldn't he? And he'd just bounce off him and then he'd hit him around the head once and it'd be a game over.
Yeah, I think Hulk would play with him a bit. It would allow John Wick in with a few shots.
Yeah. Okay, so we're down to... I've got my last 2, so I can pick out a game changer.
So you've got a game changer now, so here we go.
Here we go. Please be someone good, because I'm looking really bad at the minute.
It's going to be Superman, I know it is.
Lieutenant Commander Data. So I've now got 3 metallic characters. Well, I mean, you'd have thought Magneto, he's going to have some circuitry. He could just squish up all the circuits. There's got to be some metal in there. There's got to be. There's no way you make an android without metal, surely to God.
I hate this.
I'm a bit stuffed here because my remaining 3 characters, I've got Data, Megatron and the T-1000, who are all going to struggle against Magneto.
It's only if I use Magneto.
You'd be a fool not to.
It depends who you put forward, though.
Right, I'm going to roll my dice. What have I got? 8.
7.
Right, who are you going to put forward?
I'm going to put Thor forward because I still think Thor does at least Data a Megatron. T-1000 he might struggle against, but...
At the Berlin airport. See, the temptation was to sacrifice Data because I feel like he's the weakest of the three, but I'm going to put the T-1000 forward because I think he takes it. Because you know what I'm going to say now is, this is back in the Terminator films when the Terminators were ruthless. So you knew if he touched John Connor, he's dead. Not like in the later films where they just chuck him about.
Oh, yeah.
Thor's going to come up with a quippy one-liner, whatever he's going to say. The T-1000 just stabs him through the neck. He's dead. He dallies. You know, like you get footballers dally on ball. He's like them.
Yeah,
He's like, He'll get the hammer. He'll mess about.
Do you know what? I'm conceding this. I think T-1000 takes it.
I'm having that. Thank you. I'm still in the game.
He's still in the game. Six.
Okay.
That's a bad roll.
12.
Right.
Okay, who you put forward this time?
Wonder Woman!
Right, so I've got to choose between Data and Megatron. I don't think I'll put Megatron forward because he's another Dally he'll be talking about now. I think she would just...
Data might outthink her.
Well, the thing is with Data, first of all, Lasso of Truth I don't think would have any effect on Data.
Well, he doesn't lie anyway. What's that going to do to him?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. So, but also I think it compels that person to be under a sort of control. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't think that would happen to Data.
No.
He's as strong as Wonder Woman, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think he might have a few tricks up his sleeve.
I am not capable of hatred.
I don't think Data is strong in terms of if he gets hit by a shield or something, she'd just knock his head straight off. He's not strong as in...
He's not durable, is he?
He's not as durable, no, because there's so many times in Star Trek where bits of him fall off and it's his head knocked off. And
I think he is sort of, maybe in this instance, not killed but incapacitated.
I think Wonder Woman takes it.
She probably does. I was trying to cling on there, but she's got the speed factor as well. Cling on.
You could have had Worf.
But the speed factor as well, the durability. I'd be a fool to suggest really Data would take that fight.
He outsmarts her, but I don't think Smarts wins this fight.
No, unfortunately not. So, goodbye, Data.
Goodbye.
So, my last character, the only one I've got to play with, is Megatron.
And I got Magneto, and I think there's only one person winning that. And it's definitely Magneto.
Meganito.
Magneto.
Yeah, I really thought that was a good trump card when I got Megatron, but there's no getting around it, is there?
No, there isn't. It's enough metal for Magneto to rebuild him.
Yeah. Okay, so Megatron falls again, as per usual.
Final round. Fight!
So I've got 4 left, and you've got 1.
I've got the T-1000.
Yeah, there's only one person I'm putting up against the T-1000.
So let me put T-1000 forwards.
And Magneto.
And he is, definitely, he only has the appearance of a man and he's liquid, but it is liquid metal.
He's liquid metal.
Can he kill him though? I suppose he only has to incapacitate. He could just hold him there till the fight's over, couldn't he?
What he could do is he can hold him and he can blast him off into space. And then into the sun.
Do you know what? You're right. I think Magneto has been known to chuck people into space and things like that. So,
like Hercules chucks that bear into space on that Cannon's film.
Yes.
I just want to mention that because it's just an excuse to show that clip.
Right. I think it's you've wiped the floor with me there.
It was looking good for you to begin with.
It was.
I think the game changer changed it around for me,
Yeah, he served his purpose. He fell in the end, but I think my downfall was, it's funny these little coincidences that happen in these games. So getting all these metallic characters has really done for me there.
Yeah, Magneto was my ace in the hole, wasn't he?
But it's funny because when you put the game together, because I like the X-Men, I thought it'd be cool to have him in, but I didn't realise how much of a game changer he was going to be against these more characters. So, well done, Colin.
Well done.
Congratulations, and I'll see you when we play again.
Brilliant. Thank you, Sean. And that's been the, what's it called?
The Critical Cinema Club.
No, I meant the game.
Sean and Colin's Civil War.
That's been Sean and Colin's Civil War, and we've been the Critical Cinema Club. I'm Colin.
I'm Sean.
And we'll catch you next time. Thank you.
Bye.